Let's talk about Bitcoin first of all. Bitcoin is the king of cryptocurrency. And why is it the king? Well, obviously it's the most valuable of all cryptocurrencies, and quite possibly the most valuable thing ever by unit price. Bitcoin has proven to the world that crypto is here to stay, and it is a mainstream phenomenon. I'm not one to dive into price predictions, but I think we can say with certainty that Bitcoin will more than likely double in the years to come with the attention that it has received from institutional investors, retail investors, and crypto geeks alike. Bitcoin has engaged us all in a quest to decentralize our own monetary lives and own a piece of a currency that could be valuable someday. The only downside to Bitcoin, though, is that it's extremely expensive. And the more expensive it is, the less and less likely people are to actually spend it, as they keep hoping that it's going to continue to rise and rise and rise. And as it does rise and rise and rise, people just hoard it more and more, which again makes the price of it rise and rise some more. So it's in a vicious deflationary spiral, which also makes it attractive for people who fear that the US dollar will go through a period of hyperinflation, thanks to all the stimulus spending and ridiculously low rates that we've been engulfed in for the last year since the pandemic hit. But that high price has all of us looking in a new and different place for a decentralized crypto that we can actually afford. For example, the other major cryptocurrency, Ethereum. Ethereum can be considered a second generation cryptocurrency in that it's not only can be used simply as cash like Bitcoin, but can also be thought of as a smart contract system, meaning that contracts can be executed automatically with the tokens for Ethereum, also called Ether. And with people looking to get into cryptocurrency and experiencing the sticker shock that comes from buying one Bitcoin, Ethereum is typically the place that people land next, at a much more reasonable price point, hovering at around $1,500 for a single token at the time of filming. Ethereum is approaching the price of gold and expected only to rise as more and more people try and diversify from Bitcoin and get into Ethereum. Some folks believe that people will eventually diversify from Bitcoin and eventually disperse into the ecosystem of thousands of cryptocurrencies, with Ethereum leading the way among them. Will that happen? Who knows? What is for sure, with inflation fears on the rise and the value of the dollar falling, people will be diving into cryptocurrencies head first and may, for the first time in a generation, avoid the metals that are typically associated with inflation fears, gold, silver, copper, opting instead to invest in crypto. And Ethereum is poised to be a prime beneficiary of that. And then there is XRP. XRP is the digital currency managed by Ripple Incorporated. In a quest to find altcoins that are not as expensive as either Bitcoin or Ethereum, but still have the potential as a means of transaction, some enthusiasts have turned to XRP. Unlike either Bitcoin or Ethereum, XRP does not rely on a blockchain network. It stands out from other cryptocurrencies in that it's not technically decentralized. The for-profit corporation Ripple actually distributes this currency. And because of this, it doesn't rely on either proof of stake or proof of work validation algorithms to validate transactions. And thus it can validate those transactions very quickly. That's a lot of jargon that I just went through. But for those of you that may not know, Bitcoin uses proof of work consensus algorithms to validate transactions. This is typically referred to as mining, and Ethereum and Cardano use proof of stake consensus algorithms. There are key differences between the two of them. I'm not sure if this video is the appropriate place to go into that. I actually have a video on the basics of cryptocurrency. I'll link to it in the description above. But for XRP, a committee of validators acts both like miners and full node operators by maintaining the transaction ledger. These validators reach consensus every 3 to 5 seconds when they publish a new version of the transaction ledger with the latest transactions. Another major difference between XRP and other cryptocurrencies is that XRP is not mined at all. All XRP coins that ever existed were minted when the network was launched back in 2012. Ripple intermittently releases portions of this supply from an escrow account and sells them on the open market. Over 45 billion XRP coins are currently in circulation out of a total of 100 billion minted. Fears over XRP's vulnerability to security threats and hacking, as well as concerns over censorship and other problems that can occur with centralization, have made this altcoin not as attractive as its other altcoin cousins. And the lawsuits from the SEC and other institutions haven't helped either. People will be waiting on the outcome of those lawsuits before they really consider XRP as a viable alternative to either Bitcoin or Ethereum. And then there's Cardano or ADA. Cardano has recently become the third largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, making ripples, no pun intended, in the crypto sphere. Cardano is unique in that it considers itself to be a third generation cryptocurrency, where first generation cryptocurrencies focused mainly on transferring value among people. Coins like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ripple's XRP. Second generation cryptocurrencies began incorporating smart transactions in themselves to help automate some processes that might occur, like executing futures contracts, or even simple things like paying for a transaction if a bill is over a certain amount, things like that. Third generation cryptocurrencies like Cardano take it one step further and build on the good parts of the first and second generation. Transferring value, and incorporating smart contracts, and they improve upon them, such as more efficient transactions per second, and so on. Cardano and its currency, ADA, are still in development and will continue to be in development while implementing all the features that it hopes to incorporate. And then there's Chainlink. Chainlink is a cryptocurrency that seeks to create monetary incentive for information providers called oracles to provide reliable real-world data to smart contracts running on top of blockchain. We just talked about some smart contract cryptocurrencies, Ethereum and Cardano. But if you're unfamiliar, a little bit more background is required, however, to understand what Chainlink is trying to do. Smart contracts are blockchain, and oftentimes they can be other cryptocurrencies. They're programmed to execute certain functions when certain conditions are met. An issue that has plagued quite a few smart contract blockchains and cryptocurrencies is that they rely on some external data source to properly execute their terms. For example, imagine you have a futures contract that executes when the price of a certain asset reaches a particular level. Well, if your smart contract doesn't know when the asset reaches that certain level, how will it know to execute? This is where Chainlink comes in. Chainlink was created to address this by incentivizing the oracles that provide the data to provide it to smart contracts. Every oracle within the Chainlink network is incentivized to provide accurate data, since a reputation score is assigned to each. And when the nodes follow the software's rules and provide useful data, they are rewarded in Chainlink's cryptocurrency, Link. The reason Chainlink is a cryptocurrency to watch in 2021 is because Chainlink is a crypto that basically enables other cryptos, including smart contract cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Cardano, and also stable coins, which are a topic for a whole other video. Like and subscribe. It should be one of the most stable currencies, while also growing modestly as other cryptocurrencies go through wild gyrations. And then, of course, we have Litecoin, one of the OGs in the cryptosphere. It is oftentimes said to be the silver to Bitcoin's gold. Litecoin was among the first of a bunch of cryptocurrencies to copy Bitcoin's code, modify it, and add new features, and use it to launch its own cryptocurrency network. One of the features that it tried to implement was getting the time it took for transactions to be completed down. Bitcoin was known in its early days to be really slow for transactions to go through, taking up to an hour before payments were final. Since Litecoin is basically a fork of Bitcoin's code, it works much the same way. So Litecoin uses cryptography to enable ownership and exchange of its cryptocurrency, LTC, and has a hard limit as well on the amount of Litecoin that can be created, 84 million. Litecoin uses a proof of work mining algorithm to enable anybody who dedicates time and compute resources to get tokens upon the successful completion of cryptography exercises. Effectively, really hard math puzzles. One of the best things about Litecoin is that you can still mine it with simple hobbyist hardware, and you don't need to be part of a large mining consortium to participate in the fun. It's a cryptocurrency to watch for 2021, as it's one of the original cryptocurrencies, and folks who are looking for alternatives, the more expensive coins such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, will find it easier to acquire, and also, since it's an OG and still around, it will be considered by many to be more stable than others, and thus it is expected to rise in value. And then there's Dogecoin. Dogecoin was inspired by a popular meme known as Doge. And by the way, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly. I don't watch a ton of other people's YouTube videos. I've just been reading on the topic, and I might be saying this incorrectly, but it's spelled D-O-G-E. And in my world, that's Dodge, right? In any case, Dogecoin was inspired by a popular meme known as Dodge, a picture of a Shiba Inu dog, as well as comic descriptions of that dog's inner monologue. Developed in 2013, Dogecoin was among a number of cryptocurrencies that tried to build upon the successes of Bitcoin and other earlier cryptocurrencies. In many respects, it is a first-generation crypto, just like Bitcoin and Litecoin. Those cryptos' main focus was on providing an alternative decentralized monetary system, and Dogecoin took those features and added a little bit of pizzazz and character. Dogecoin continues to this day to be a fan-favorite cryptocurrency, oftentimes exchanged for content creators creating awesome content, kind of like hitting like on this video. Wink, wink. And of course, for popular crowdfunding efforts. Dogecoin was forked from a now-defunct cryptocurrency called Luckycoin, which was itself created from Litecoin. Like Bitcoin and Litecoin, it offers users the ability to mine for more Dogecoin, as long as they're running the Dogecoin software on their machines. Dogecoin differentiates itself as one of the few cryptocurrencies that instead of being deflationary in value, that is to say, there is a set or decreasing amount of those coins available of it, it is inflationary in value. In other words, more Dogecoins are scheduled to be released, inflating the Dogecoin supply, and theoretically allowing for it to be useful as a stable transfer of value in an expanding economy into the future and technically into infinity. Dogecoin is a coin to watch in 2021 thanks to some famous celebrity adapters like Elon Musk, Richard Simmons, and the ever-ambitious Snoop Dogg. I'm sure a coin inspired after a dog has nothing to do with his affiliation. But follow your personal finance ambitions by watching, liking, and subscribing to quality finance-centric YouTube channels such as this one. We have other great videos on the topic of cryptocurrency coming out very soon, and you're not going to miss out. And remember, a goal without a plan is a wish, and a goal with a plan and no action is a wish list. Take action on diversifying your cryptocurrency holdings by exploring one of these cryptocurrencies, and also make sure to understand all of your investments, including the cryptocurrencies that you hold. And we'll catch you next time. Peace.